No.
Alright guys, welcome back again to a video of Dirty Papa's cooking. And as you can tell, I'm sporting my awesome RTB for Life muscle shirt, which is now available at the forum. It doesn't come with the gun, so anyway. Just kidding. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how to cook my Big Papa's Magic Salsa. This is going to be the best salsa you will ever taste in your life. And I'll swear to you, once you try it, and once your friends try it, they're going to be wanting you to make it every stinking time. It is that good. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you the ingredients that you need. Okay, coming right up. Alright guys, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to give you guys my secret salsa recipe. I was trying to figure out every which way that I could to try to get this to where I can make it and ship it out to you guys and everything, and have you guys enjoy it as much as my family and I enjoy it. But I just had so many problems with trying to find the bottling for it. Had a lot of problems trying to figure out whether it was going to make it over to your house in time and not spoil, because you have to cook these tomatoes in order for the salsa to actually work. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to go ahead and start after I just showed you basically what's needed. Actually, I didn't show you what's needed for the salsa. What you're going to be needing is, just look at the picture above. You're going to need a nice bushel of cilantro. And cilantro, what it is, it's a really good herb that has this magical smell, taste, and everything to it. It's just beautiful. I mean, once you've cooked with cilantro, you know what I mean. I use average of 10 Roman tomatoes, or Roma tomatoes. I use 10 for this batch right here, and they're pretty good size. And I also use 2 jalapenos. Now you can use whatever type of heat that you want. I use jalapenos. One quick secret on the jalapenos is, if you want it really to be really hot, the best jalapenos to look for are going to be the darker ones with these little bitty lines on them. They have these little lines on them all throughout. If you see these little beige lines on them, that means that these bad boys are getting hotter and hotter by the day. These are the ones that I like to get, which almost look like the color of a bell pepper, excuse me, and don't have any lines at all, which means that these are a little bit way less hot. I don't like hot. I like it to a certain extent, but I like to enjoy what I'm eating. I don't want to take one bite and love the taste and all of a sudden I'm burning my mouth that I can't eat any more of it. Plus I have an ulcer, so that pretty much says why I can't eat that much of it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a medium-sized pot and I'm going to fill it with water. Now while I'm doing this right here, I wanted to go ahead and tell you also the key ingredient to the salsa itself is the spice. The spice that I use is called Nor caldo de tomate. And what that is, it's a really good spice that people use for I guess it's basically soup of tomato, and it comes in these jars right here, or it comes in the little bouillon cubes. I like to get this jar because it's already broken up, it's powdered up. All you do is you stick the spoon in there and you take it out. If you get the little bouillon cubes, the problem with that, you have to dissolve it in water and you have to do all this. Nah, this is a lot quicker and a lot easier. Again, it's Nor caldo de tomate, which is tomato bouillon with chicken flavor. It's really, this is the key and the secret ingredient to this salsa right here. It's amazing, and you don't need any onion in it, which I'm sure Jeff is thanking me. No onion. You can add onion powder though, which helps out. Anyway, there's somebody at the door right now, which I'm going to end up answering in just a minute. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put my heat at medium high, and I'm going to add all the tomatoes to the water and the chiles also as well. Okay. Oreo? Sorry about that. So I'm going to add all the ingredients, the chile and the tomatoes, all I'm adding. Oreo? Settle, Mom. Adding that to the water, and I'm just going to let it cook. So I'll get back with you in just a second. Okay, So before I was really interrupted by the door, what I wanted to tell you guys and let y'all know was you want to cook this over medium-high, kind of like in between medium and high heat. All you're wanting to do is basically bring the water up to a boil, and what that does is you'll start to see what you're wanting is you're wanting these tomatoes to kind of separate the skin from the actual meat on the inside. And you have your heat source in there also. Of course, your jalapenos or your serrano peppers or your, the habaneros, whatever type of heat source you're going to use, those aren't going to split up like the tomato does. The tomato, after a certain amount of time that it's in the water, and it's basically just going to separate the skin, and you'll see it, and you'll be able to see the meat on the inside. And that's a big part of this right here. So while we're cooking this, I only wanted to make sure that you guys understand that what you want to do is just bring it up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, turn it down just a little bit and check on your tomatoes. The ones that are on the bottom are going to be more cooked than the ones that are on the top. So you want to kind of rotate them a little bit. And what you're wanting to see is when they start to crack open and split up a little bit. Now, you want them to really be cooked. So don't take them out too early just because all of a sudden they cracked open. Just let them cook. Let them cook well in the water, and once you notice it that they split up, leave them in there for just a little bit longer. Okay, so the next step is to go ahead and get these tomatoes peeled. Now if you look over here, you can already tell that they've already broken up. The skins are pretty much broken up off the tomato itself, and that's exactly what we want. Now I've talked to my wife about this, and we're going to drain the water right now. I've talked to my wife about this, and basically she says that she likes it without the peel on it, because apparently the peel tends to be a little bit more gritty. We want basically just all the meat from the tomato. Now this is steaming hot, and it's best when it's hot like this to take the skin off, because it peels off so easily. The only problem is that it burns fingertips. So what I like to do is I'll get a couple of paper towels, and I'll use the paper towels in order to get these tomatoes peeled up. So I'll do a couple just so y'all can take a look and see what I do. And I get the paper towel, and I'm basically just taking the peel off itself, off the tomato. Then another thing that I do is I'll turn it around, and I'll take this part of the tomato off. And that's pretty much it right there. The peel is off. I'll grab it and I'll put it back into the pot. And I know that one's done. Grab the next one, do the same thing. Just take the skin off. It comes off really, really easy. Like I said, only thing is, like I said, that you can burn your fingers with it like that, doing that. Okay, take that part off the tomato. Done. Get it. Do it. Pretty much do the next one over and over until you got them all done. Okay, so I'll show you the next step once I'm finished peeling those tomatoes. Okay, so after you've already gotten them all peeled, they should basically look like this. Real nice and peeled up. There's going to be some juice in there because the juice of the tomato is going to come out. That's perfectly fine. That's exactly what you want. Now I've already taken the jalapenos out of there, and what I'm going to do with the jalapenos is, again, like I said, I don't like heat. I just like the flavor and the taste. So I'm going to basically eliminate one of my jalapenos, and I'm going to go with the other one that basically looked like that bell pepper one, which I know this one ain't going to have that, packing that much heat. I'm going to throw it in there with seeds and all. So I'll throw that back in there, and what I'm going to use is I'm going to use my hand mixer. I have this cool hand mixer because I don't have a blender, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend all this together. Alright, you're going to have problems with your jalapeno, which is fine. That's okay, because you still need more blending to do. Now, once I've already gotten that blended up like that, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut my cilantro. So I'll get rid of this jalapeno right here. And we'll go ahead and place that right there so I can get my cilantro. My cilantro's already been washed up and everything. Make sure you wash your cilantro, okay? Once you've already washed your cilantro and you already got it, you know, it kind of dried up a little bit, what you're going to do is the easiest thing to do is kind of gather it up like this, all in a bunch right here, and just start kind of cutting it like this. Okay? So that's going to be plenty of cilantro right there. We're going to grab the cilantro, we're going to throw it into the tomato. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mix it again. Okay, once we got that mixed up, now it's time for the spices. Now, on the spices, what I like to use, again, this is the secret ingredient right here, the nor tomate, or nor caldo de tomate. Okay? So what we'll do is we'll grab a tablespoon, not the teaspoon, but a tablespoon. And we want 2 of them. We want 2 nice, big, healthy chunks of this right here in there. 2 good-sized tablespoons of the nor tomate. Then, what I'll do is now, this is where I need for you to get a little closer, Jeremy, because what I want to show off is we're going to use some garlic powder, but we're not going to use a lot. We're just going to sprinkle in a little bit right there. That's all you need. You don't want to overpower it with everything. I'm going to use some onion powder also. This is onion granulated. Now, this is optional. For those of you people who don't like onion, Jeff, you don't have to use the onion. It's just a little bit of flavor, okay? So, again, it's just for taste. So, I'm going to sprinkle in just a little. Black pepper, same thing. Just sprinkle in a little. And of course we're going to use salt. The salt, don't add a lot of salt, okay? Because people can always come back and add their own amount of salt that they want. Once we already got the spices all in there, now we're going to go ahead and blend all that together. Oh my God, if y'all could smell this. It's amazing. Alright, so let me just wash this spoon out real quick. I need to get a taste of this. Oh my God, that is awesome. Awesome. That's how you make Papa's Magic Salsa. It's easy. It's very cheap to make. It's just the tomatoes, the cilantro, the secret ingredient, which is the nor tomate, and of course you need your chips. Gotta have the chips. I like to add a little bit of lime to mine, or a little bit of lemon to make it taste real nice and good. But that's all you need right there. The nor tomate is the secret ingredient to my salsa, and you're gonna love it. When you go to look for it over at Walmart or wherever it is that you can go and find it. It's usually either in the Hispanic section, or as these crazy people here where I live, which are a bunch of Mexicans here, they have it in the Asian section. Don't ask me why. But anyway, that's the salsa right there. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys try it out, which I know that you guys are going to try this salsa out and going to love it. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. So this is it. Now you got my recipe. And I hope you guys love it as much as the way my family loves it when I make it also as well. Okay? Hope you guys have a good night. And I'll see you the next time that I cook on something dirty. Over now.